Hi Pisces, this is going to be your mid-November reading, seeing what the middle to the end of powerful Scorpio season is bringing in for you guys. Good for any placement of Pisces in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. You can check your other placements if this doesn't hit it for you, Pisces, or you can watch different readings on this channel about different parts of your chart to show you different parts of your life. If you want to book a private reading with me, I would love to do a private reading for you. I love my Pisces. The link to my website to schedule a one-on-one with me is down in the description below. If you're new, this is Soma Chandra Tarot. So subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Pisces. Pisces, you're very interesting right now. I've always been so drawn to your energy. Your planet of Neptune kind of blows my mind. I kind of get lost in Pisces and lost in the Neptune energy. I definitely think that someone around you got kind of lost in you, but they weren't ready. That's all I'll say, is that they weren't ready. And you are accepting the scorpionic energy of death and rebirth. And I believe that you are on the verge of a personal rebirth. I also think that I can see that you're keeping a lot to yourself right now. You're like the master of illusion right now too, Pisces. Like, you're the master magician is what I see. And you've got something really cooking that you are keeping to yourself. And I believe that very soon you will reveal it to others. This may have to do with career and life path. Like, you're keeping a lot to yourself right now. And I think when everyone least expects it, you'll reveal it to the world. Some of you have like this brilliant idea that you're cooking on behind the scenes. I also think that your private life is very important to you right now. Like, you want community, you want friendship, you want people around you for sure to inspire you. But there is so much, I'm like, woo, they're keeping a lot to themselves right now. And other people around you, one person in particular, you're a mystery to everybody right now. You are, sleight of hand is what I see for you. Overall energy for you though, mid-month, I like it. Happy family, number 4, victory, and then the first chakra, Archangel Michael. So happy family right now. I think that you will feel a sense of, and I have community at the bottom of the deck, which is nice. Also blossoming abundance. You're on the verge of something here, standing at the garden gate. You have community around you right now. You have happy family around you as well. I'm feeling a lot of supportive connections and a great time for like hearth and home. You may be spending time on the beach. I'm hearing you may get family photos taken as well. But happiness in your family, you have some kind of a victory here. This crown's being placed on your head. You will experience a victory. It'll feel good with family, community around you that's very supportive. You may step into a community that needs you as well. If that's the case, I see that you're very driven towards something. What you're passionate about will activate for you. But I think that you want to keep something to yourself for a while until you're ready to share it with everyone. I wanted to know specifically what that first chakra and that root chakra was about for you, because it's like you've had some victory in regards to family and deeper connections. I feel like this is something you're personally driven towards. I think that you will share it with the community, but not yet. Not yet, because I was like, okay, I used my astrology deck to like clarify what you are being driven towards, what's lighting you up at your root, at your core. Rebel with a cause, bringing up baby, and take your show on the road and in the public eye. So a rebel with a cause, you're channeling your desire to go against the grain. You may be joining a humanitarian group, or you may be starting something yourself. I feel like you guys, often Pisces are like a reflector. You're like a giant mirror for the environment. And you're very good at, yes, you guys absorb a lot of energy, which is, I think, why sometimes you're kind of low key and introverted and super sensitive. But I think you're going to go against the grain and do something that's a personal cause for you. You may start something, you may join a group, but you're going to go against the grain. You're not going to, you want something to work differently is what I'm hearing, because it is Aquarian energy. You're about to give birth to something beautiful. Enjoy your creation. You're the creator of something. You will take this show on the road. This is this is the 9th house. I actually view this as more like the 10th or the 11th house, but it's coming out as the 9th house. This is a house of publicity. Publish, speak out, spread the word. Self-promotion is favored at this time and in the public eye. Actions you take now are evident and will impact your status and your reputation for better or for worse. And that might be why you're hesitating, because I feel like you guys have, I'm like, this is freaking cool. Like, this is very personal too, like for you guys. Like, it's different. It's against the grain. I think it will help maybe even society at large. I do think that you're going to spread the word. This is a really good time for marketing, but I think you're in a creative stage. You are so close to like sharing something with everyone, and you will speak out. You will also shamelessly self-promote. Pisces have a hard time with like, they call it like shameless promotion. It's not shameful to self-promote. I have to self-promote, or I won't get any business for anything that I do. So I feel like you guys need to be encouraged to show the world your creations, because you're about to give birth to something and then show it to everyone, and it's going to be very different. And you are driven to do this. It is passionate. You will be victorious. You will be. And I think that you're going to get a lot of support from friends and family. And I love that for you. I feel like Pisces are so kind and sweet and loving that you deserve support. You need it. You really do, because you're kind of there for everybody else. Out of the Messages of Love Oracle deck, though, spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson and forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. You're on different pages. Okay, you and someone don't share the same vision. I think that what I'm seeing here in the tarot is a person that came into your life to remind you of something. There was a spiritual lesson in what has happened. Spirit's saying, try to forgive and just move forward. Don't spend too much time wondering why something happened. It happened for a reason. It happened to teach you a lesson. It might have also happened to help you learn how to forgive and move on. Very much so. So the overall energy of the person coming towards you is the 3 of Wands. The way they're feeling is the 8 of Cups. They see you as death. Okay, I think I'm seeing someone like you walk away from something and say something's over, or they're walking away from you because they see it is over with you. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Knight of Wands. Well, it was passionate but not lasting, and the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel does speak to spiritual lessons. It was a cycle. It was a cycle. And I feel like what you need to know, Pisces, is that this is whatever happened between you and this person, this is a cycle that they are not at all finished playing out. But you are, and now you're going to go do something secret, special, magical. And you're not going to tell this person what you're doing. And you're not going to tell anybody what you're doing, because you're very close to sharing something with everyone. This could be career, or it also could have been a person you were doing business with. Okay, I heard if you did business with this person, they liked to take shortcuts, and you didn't. I also hear 2 men. It's men. They fight for the boss's attention. I'm also hearing that surrounding you in career, Pisces, there's going to be a lot of like ankle biting and competitive energy. That's a part of life, but just like, I think I keep hearing one of you say, yeah, I know Soma Chandra, I know Carrie Lee, and that's why I'm keeping my magical ideas to myself, and I'm not going to reveal them. And at this time, and when I do, it's going to blow everybody away, and everyone else is going to look around like, God damn, how did he or she do that? Well, because you're magic right now. But I feel like this might be romantic relationship. I feel like you have a person around you, Pisces, that like, they just don't get it. Like, they had an opportunity to have something special with you. I think they kind of effed up. And I think they still care about you, but they can't figure you. They can't get off that wheel of being the Knight of Wands, which is on again, off again, rebellious, passionate. I also get the sense that someone might be acting less mature than they should be as well. Yeah, like they're too old to act this way. They like games as well, and you're like, well, here's my game. We're done. So this person is the Three of Wands. Clarifying this is the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, but then the Page of Cups. Okay. Sometimes the Three of Wands means a person's standing at you from a distance, watching, waiting for you to come towards them. But I kind of feel like, Pisces, this person turned their back on you because they're the Eight of Cups. They walked away. They're going to turn their back. They're going to think about their own future. They don't want to put any effort into something. I see a person kind of skulking off. They may keep some tabs on you. They may be around you. Also, watch out for anybody stealing your ideas right now, especially at work or my entrepreneurs. You have opportunistic people around you. You're going to have to act upon your own behalf, Pisces, and keep it secret, keep it safe. But I feel like someone's like sort of skulking around in your energy. Like they're going to say, okay, I'm not going to put any effort into this. I'm going to snooze. I'm going to turn my back on Pisces. There's something they don't want to admit to you. They're still interested with the little Page of Cups. Hey, Pisces, will you still talk to me? I mean, I'm not going to really tell you the truth. I'm also not going to put any effort into this either. Okay. I know those people. You've met them. And I was like, all right, well, walking away. You could have walked away from them or they could have walked away from you. I'm also hearing, Pisces, this could have been like a third-party scenario. I think there was gossip about your relationship or their relationship with someone else. They could be walking away from something else. They don't want to miss an opportunity with you, but I don't think it's that, because this person's walking away. Doesn't this guy look like John Travolta? Like, damn, what happened? No, typically the person with the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind and emotionally avoidant. And this deck, this person's sitting here assessing all the damn damage. Like, what the fuck happened at this party? Like, what happened here while I was emotionally avoidant? Clarifying, this is the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. You know, Pisces, I feel like you were dealing with a person that you were maybe just friends. You might have been casually dating. They certainly like to get a lot of attention. I also kind of feel like, I was like, oh, why are they being shitty? What's the Five of Swords? And I got the Six of Wands, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like that was them trying to get to you. When I get the Magician and the Knight of Cups, this is someone who is very good at getting what they want. They are very good with words. I also think that with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, this person does get a lot of attention. They may do very well financially. They may dress very well. They may have high earning potential. I think they are a little bit of a snob too. And they're mad that, like, how dare she or he not... It's like they tried to impress you, but it didn't work. And I also get the sense that this person has a snarky side, like, fine, fuck you. I'm better than you. I'm better than her. She's beneath me. I can get a much younger version of her because my shit doesn't stink. This person does not want to mingle amongst the commoners. I also think that this person may be jealous of you. Like, you could be the Magician and the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. Like, some of you may put something in the public eye. Some of you are like, I'm picking up on someone who's like an inventor, or like someone who, the Magician and the Knight of Cups can also be a highly creative and artistic person with a phenomenal idea. And the Magician has beginner's luck. Everything they touch turns to gold. Like, they're just good at something. You may have gotten a job that someone thought that they deserved, and they're like, what? And you're like, yeah, because I like came up with this really great idea that you didn't have. I mean, congratulations, you dress well and you have a lot of friends, but I'm the one that, because I say that because you're coming out as the Magician over here and they're like, what the hell? I do think you're dealing with a person who thinks their shit kind of doesn't stink. Some of you need this advice. The feeling of jealousy is a clue about what it is that you really want for yourself in life, because the Five of Swords can be kind of a jealousy. Also, someone may think that you stole their idea, but you didn't. I hear that some of you are going to leave a job and move on, and you're going to take your really good idea with you. It's because your boss or someone else around you was trying to pass off your ideas as their own. Oh, interesting. You're going to get the last laugh and the last word. You have the secret sauce. But I feel like in relationship, I almost feel like this person thinks they can get whatever they want and have whatever they want. I keep hearing shallow. They think that they can impress people with flashy looks and accolades, and they don't have to be emotionally available, and they don't have to be honest, and they can play games. But then they're like, there's this little bit of vulnerability, like, oh, being all flashy didn't work on Pisces. Now I have to be like, Pisces, you should have started with that, dude. And you should have sat down and talked to her too. Because she's beautiful and mysterious and magical, and she can see everything around her. Pisces, very observant. So they see you as death. They see you as death. Like, this is over. I am death. Bitch, I am death. Some of you have Scorpio in your chart. It's very powerful because it's Scorpio season. And clarifying this is Strength, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. Okay, I really get the sense that you've moved on from this person, or they're acting like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's over. I will move on, bitch, please. They're going to drive by your house with the Chariot. They're going to drive by. Someone is moving on, I think, but then they go somewhere, they drive somewhere that makes them think of you. Someone may think about the other person. Like, I just heard they'll hear a song on the car and the radio. You may also intuitively, you may just intuit this person. I'm sorry, I'm using intuit as a verb. Like, but you'll hold back from them. You'll move on. You'll give them the side eye, but you can still feel them. I know that that's a giant pain in the ass for you guys, like just to be able to intuitively feel a person, whether you want to or not. I think that they are still drawn to you in some way. I think that they played a game with you as well. I also think that this person was love bombing and future faking at times. Here's what you need to know. The Knight of Wands, on again, off again. Well, that was a really fun summer. Sexy too, and passionate and rebellious on the surface. But underneath is the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. If this is a man, he acts like a 25-year-old player, but he is fucking 45 underneath, okay? And he did care about you. And you brought out his heart chakra. He struggles to move on from you. And the truth is, he'd like to play it a little bit safer, and he'd like to be a little bit more predictable as the Knight of Pentacles, and he would still like your attention. You might have really brought out the best in this person. If it's a woman, she handled this all wrong. And I think she might have used sex and was shallow to try to get your attention, and that didn't work on you. She might have put you in a third-party situation, too, if it was a woman, but not necessarily. But I feel like it's a guy who, underneath, he is very emotional, and he would like you to notice him. Dude, you're going to have to try a little bit harder than that. I'm sorry, but this isn't trying hard enough. That's none of these cards are trying hard enough. You're going to have to come out of the doorway. I always feel like this guy is like trying to shine the light and catch your eye and kind of blind someone and get them interested, but he needs to come out of the damn doorway and approach. That's cute and all, but that's for little girls or little boys, not grown-ups. Like, they're going to have to try harder than this. They don't want to. They don't want to. I feel like you have a person that is not at all finished playing out the cycles of like on again, off again, and acting like a player. It's like they have a choice, but they won't. And I don't have the Hermit. Like, I don't think this person's even close to realizing this about themselves, Pisces, if it is romantic. If it's something to do with business, they stole ideas. They're mad that you won't show them any more of your ideas, and they like to take shortcuts with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is impatient. I mean, they might be a manifestor generator in their human design. I'm a manifestor generator. That Knight of Wands, I like to take shortcuts too. I'm impatient. So it's like, but you have to put the work in at some point, right? This is a cycle for them. And anything could happen at this point. I think someone is like thinking a lot about the cycles of their life. I also think someone is assessing who they're attracted to and why, but they have a fondness for youth and beauty, and they love to be able to pull the strings and be manipulative. Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Again, this person just wants excitement and passion. They can't get you off their mind, but they also know that, like, I feel like they're kind of being blocked here. I feel like this is spirit trying to stick one of these swords of discernment in this wheel to stop it and say, what are you doing? What are you attracted to and why? Like, what lights you up? But what makes you want to put work into something? I think they're just not done acting like a child, is what I think. And they just can't believe that you would let it go and end it and walk away. So I was like, all right, show me this person. I used it. And the Fool, I think you're moving on. I think this person is going to look at themselves in the mirror, but they are not going to take any action. Oh, but they're going to message you. Yep, here it is. Pisces, at the end of the month, they're going to message you. Here you are, the Hangman. But they do want to talk. They're thinking about, that's them looking themselves in the mirror. Like, what kind of connections am I doing here? I can keep acting like the damn Knight of Wands, or I can act like a damn King of Cups and a grown-up, because there was something about you. Yeah, so their cards are Strength, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Swords. I think this person has a huge ego. I love Leo. Anyone that watches my channel knows Leo's my favorite sign, but I know their shadow side. They have an ego. They're not going to say shit. They're also, this Knight of Wands looks like he's got to be somewhere. Like, I got to pee. Get me out of here. They are still rebellious and passionate. They don't want to answer to anything, but oh, they're going to keep tabs. They also don't like what they see, but they can't stop watching. They can't figure you out. I was like, okay, what would this person say to Pisces? And I pulled out my Lenormand, which is a different system than tarot, that tells me a little bit more about this person. This says it all. The Mice, they're opportunistic. The Tulips, oh, they'll give you presents. And then the Mask, they have two faces. They have two faces. They don't know who they are, and they won't show who they are, but they will be very opportunistic. Watch out for a love bombing person, an attention seeking person, or a person that will give you gifts, but then won't show you who they really are. God damn, that's annoying. I feel like saying to this person, that's fine. You just keep being the Knight of Wands then, player or playette. I was like, all right, soulmates and separation. I don't know that this person was your soulmate, but I wanted to know what they would say to you. Give me more time. I'm working on being a better counterpart for you. Every song I hear reminds me of you. I told you they're hearing music that reminds them of you. I wasn't ready for what you were offering. I wish you could understand this was a difficult decision for me. In fact, I'm still struggling with it. I know you're still struggling with it. She didn't play your game with you. He didn't play your game. They're not ready. A lot of things remind them of you. They need more time, because it's like they do need more time. They won't make a real decision about what they think or how they feel about you. You've definitely captured them. I think you left quite an impression, but they still just want to be a player. Let me guess. He's having a midlife crisis and he's too young to have one. Yeah, your cards were interesting. I was like, ooh, Pisces, what are you doing? You're the Moon. Nobody knows what's going on with me. You create this not cloud of illusion, and it's not necessarily deception. It's you're shrouding yourself, almost protecting yourself. I think you're very tapped in right now too. You are the World, the Magician, the Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess. There you are. What are you cooking up that you do not want anyone to know you about? Some of you put something on the internet. You demonstrate things to people on the internet. I also think that some of you are allowing for an ending that will bring a new beginning. And with Death, the Chariot, end the world here, you are definitely allowing for endings to lead to new beginnings. Some of you may even relocate. You have a plan right now. You are very resourceful. You are very calculated. You have beginner's luck. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold right now. You could really demonstrate something well to others. Also, some of you are very good with your hands. I think you will let a person chase you too. And you are keeping a lot to yourself. I see you being one step ahead of everyone else. This is the lone wolf and the all-seeing eye. You know a good opportunity when you see it. I'm like, what are they listening to their intuition about? I also think you don't have shit to say. I think you're letting your actions speak for themselves, but I think you are going to leave a lot of people guessing about you right now. And this will attract attention. Think about the attention you're attracting, though. There is something very mysterious about you. I'm like, well, what are they up to? What are they keeping from the world? The Eight of Cups, yep, you're walking away. I feel like you walked away. It is very disappointing to walk away from all those cups, but it's like with the world and the Eight of Cups, it frees you up to manifest what you want. You don't have to tell people or this person shit. And you just keep a lot to yourself. I almost feel like she's smiling like the Mona Lisa, walking away the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you guys in the middle to the end of November are going to get into a lot of cool new things. You're going to sample new energy. The world is really big. I'm not tied down. What fun thing that excites me and lights me up can I get into? Something wasn't working for you, so you're leaving it behind and you're going to go sample new things. Because here's the root chakra right here. That's Aries energy. Light me up, baby. Excite me. It's got to have growth potential. You are only excited by things that have growth potential. You will also not be stifled. You will also not give all your damn ideas away either. And it's very sexy in love, in particular if you're single. That's what you're up to right now. And I was like, what's there, Lenormand? I have the Book of Secrets and the Fox and the Moon. Wow, you will reveal it all soon. You don't want anybody to know about your private business, first of all. You have secrets. This is your secret sauce. This is your secret recipe that you're not going to share with anybody else. You are slick right now. I do see you guys being very slick and getting out of situations that aren't comfortable for you. Are you opportunistic right now as well? Yes, but it's not show friends, it's show business, baby. I feel like some of you are keeping like a patent or something secret, like the way you do something entirely to yourself. I also think you will not let anybody know about your private business. Do you have plans? Yes, but you are keeping them a secret. I feel like you're keeping this person in the dark too. They can't figure you out. They can't. But very soon, you're going to share your ideas and your creations with others, which is why you can't be bothered with these games. This person just wasn't ready, and they just can't believe that what they typically do didn't work on you. Just know, if this resonates for you, Pisces, they aren't really done doing on-again, off-again, third-party player situations. And is there a maturity underneath them that wants to slow down and really do something with you? Yes, but they're still too shallow. They just weren't ready. If I'd seen the Hermit or Judgment, yeah, I feel like maybe you taught them a spiritual lesson. Everyone just needs to forgive and just move on and move forward. They just weren't ready. And I am very excited to see what amazing ideas you share with the world, Pisces. You're blowing my mind right now. All right, they're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Pisces, that's the middle of November. I hope this resonates with you. And if it does, I hope it helps. Link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Pisces. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you.